r/confessions. Sit back, relax and enjoy this video. I don't think I really love my boyfriend. We are dating for less than a year. Sometimes I question myself why I said yes sometimes. He just doesn't check anything that I like in my heart except for he probably won't cheat on me, and even if he breaks up he would come back to me. I feel so bad. We tend to not get each other a lot and be jealous on each other a lot too. But I just suck it up. I want to be a good girlfriend and I want to be committed in my relationships. But I don't know. I am crying right now because I feel so guilty. I would never want to cheat on him. And maybe I romanticize stuff too much. Maybe I am not being pragmatic. I have someone who won't cheat on me. Why am I still not happy? He isn't my type appearance wise. Not my type mentally sometimes too. Sometimes his personality. But I try to give him a chance because I want to be open to people. Maybe there are qualities that I initially overlook, right? So I did 3 months in the relationship. We fought because of some emotional stuff. He cursed on me a lot. I thought, why am I even putting up on this person's personality? I don't even like him. So I broke up with him. But he said, please, let me try to be the one for you. So I did. I wanted to be forgiving. He curses me when we fight. Says he doesn't love me and frick me. I just stand there and take it in. I would tell him, please don't be mad. We can still talk about it. He said he does that because he is hurt a lot. I addressed it. After a fight he told me okay, he will try to change. He loves me. He is trying. And I can see how he tries. And I really do want to try too. But I don't know. Why is it so hard for us to change? When he sends me a pic of him I would tell him, wow, you look good. But I know he isn't my type at all. I feel bad. I am pretty sure some of them are irrational. I know. Like, he isn't my type. I am very conservative. He already did it with his previous. I feel jealous that he had a very serious relationship before. They lived together, even considered marrying each other, and even though it ended 3 years ago, 1 year ago he still messaged her asking if she's okay. That last part was freaking irrational. It was his first GF. I just don't know. I felt like I am second best. And I hate that I already mentioned it. And maybe I guess I feel resentment that he just lets some of the messages to her before even. Though we already fought about it. And the fights got a lot bigger too because he would tell me spiteful things that compared me to her. He said he just said all those things just to spite me. That I'm better than her. That the years spent with her are nothing now. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel it's not enough. And because I don't like him that much, it's very easy to question why I am still in this relationship, being jealous for someone I don't even really care about. I am a terrible person. I should be open to love. I have someone who wants to marry me, told me I'm his life now. He would even wait for me to have sex after marriage, though it doesn't make sense to him. We got into very big fights. He might say a lot of terrible things but he comes back every time. He even got very sad that he said that, to be honest, there is really nothing worth living for but me. He will either kill himself or just live alone if I break up with him. When we fight, he would ask me why. Why don't I like him for who he is? Why am I stuck on things that he couldn't change? His personality, him being explosive when we fight, having had sex and lived in with someone. I never told him that. I am disappointed about those things. But maybe he feels it deep down. He also said he knows he is not my one. It broke my heart. Because I really do want to try. I really do want to try for him. I really try. But sometimes it just hurts that I cry. Sometimes I question myself if I can really give him my whole love. I don't know why I am like this. I'm still stuck in his past, in my jealousy, in my apathy. I really do want to be open to love. But up until now I still think he isn't the one. He doesn't make my heart flutter. I felt more things towards my previous relationships and crushes. I don't know what to do. I feel like I am such a terrible person. My brother sexually abused me and my mother doesn't care. This is a new account. I'm on my phone. Pardon my formatting. Might edit it later since I'm practically sobbing RN. I was 8 years old and he was 13. By that time, he'd already gotten sex ed classes at his school. He came to me and for several months showed me pornographic material. I couldn't escape because my parents would make me stay at home with him whenever they went out. It ended up happening because I was a little blind and was more terrified of sleeping alone in the dark than my brother sexually abusing me while convincing me it was just a little game. I didn't understand at the time. I didn't even have a door in my room, so he'd often accidentally barge in while I was changing. I was 8 years old. He freaking groomed me into being okay with him seeing me naked while at the same time saying I was acting obscenely for laying on the couch. I didn't even know what obscene meant. It was only once our parents caught us that I realized he'd used me for his sick fantasies. For me it was this little secret my brother told me to keep. I didn't realize the implication and that he'd abused my trust in my only sibling to have sex with me, a freaking child. Even after being caught he'd still touch himself in front of me. I don't even understand how my parents could leave me alone with him after what had happened. By the time I turned 12 I'd have recurring nightmares about it but convinced myself that they were fantasies. I had repressed my memories, and that I was disgusting for thinking my big brother could have done that to me. I got into the habit of locking my door every night once I finally got one and I didn't understand why. I slept with a lamp in my room, even more terrified of the dark than when I was a kid. It was like my mind decided to entirely wipe every memory out of my mind. My own mind was telling me I was disgusting for having nightmares about my brother touching me. But every day I would wake up and act as if everything was normal. None of my parents ever brought it up. We became the perfect little family once again. At 18 I had a mental breakdown after realizing I had almost no memories of my childhood save for my horrible nightmares. I confessed everything to my mom, having completely forgotten if I'd even told her or if she knew since nobody spoke about it. She told me she didn't remember and that it must have been experimentation. Just siblings playing with each other. She didn't believe me. She had to ask my brother for confirmation. And of course he downplayed it. He played the victim, saying he didn't want it to damage my family once again and that he hadn't done much anyway. According to him it only happened once. Hahaha, I distinctively remember everything and it hadn't been once. Since then I've been diagnosed with OCD, anxiety and depression. I've been getting help and have cut all communication with my brother. He still tries to contact me and follow my socials. It gave me acid reflux, first time of my freaking life, from the amount of stress. My mom still tries occasionally to make me talk to him, telling me he's very sad and lonely and misses me. Maybe he should have thought about it before sexually abusing and raping me. It makes me sick that nobody else in my family knows about it. He still hangs around my younger half sister and cousin. And they don't even know. I can't even get justice because it happened so long ago. There's nothing I can do but try and not let it ruin my life. I'm 20 now. I have almost no childhood memories except from my nightmares. I'm depressed and have tried to kill myself once. And I'm terrified of getting into a relationship and having them discover this disgusting secret. Meanwhile he lives in another country with his beautiful Malaysian girlfriend. So yeah. Life ain't fair. Thanks for allowing me to share my deepest darkest secret with you. Godspeed. Edit. Thank you so much for your kind words. I was in a dark place when I wrote this post, and still am since I don't have my meds. But reading your comments made me feel less alone. I just want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to read all this. It felt liberating and good to be supported. Thank you again. I'm a mama's boy. I'm 17 about to turn 18 next month. I'm off to college next year and I don't know what I'm gonna do without my mother. We didn't have a good relationship in the past but now we rebuilt it and I love her a lot. She can be hard to handle but I always want her there. I want her to hug me and tell me that everything is okay. And just keep me company and give me guidance, and even though I wanna leave home, I don't. I am gonna miss my mom so much. And I'm on a week and a half long trip with friends in Florida and I wish she was here. I usually act so independent and like I don't care but I really do. Oh, you survived. Now sub. Please.